Dear students, I think you are all safe and fine and listening the videos carefully. We are continuing our second unit. I think you are all know that in our last class, in our last video, we discussed the characteristics of sovereignty. As I told you, there are 5 types of sovereignty characteristics are there. That is absoluteness, universality, preeminence, inalienability, indivisibility. These are the basic characteristic features of sovereignty. So in our last class, I think you remember that we discussed about the absoluteness and universality. In brief, what is the meaning of absoluteness? That is, the sovereignty is unlimited. There is no question of limit exercised by the sovereign authority. The sovereign or the state or who are going to execute the power of sovereignty, that sovereign power is unlimited over organizations, individuals, associations within the boundary and out of the boundary also. That is in internal aspect and in external aspect. And the next one, universality. That means what? Already I told you. That is applicable to all. Applicable to all. There is no question of exemptions, grants to any particular person. All are should be obeyed to the state. That is the aspect of universality. That is, the sovereignty power is applicable to all. There is no question of the exemptions, grants. That is the basic aspect of the universality. So, there is no exceptions and grants. But at the same time, we discussed in our last class that some of the people like diplomats will be given some kind of exceptions and exemptions from the aspect of the sovereignty. As I told you, diplomats are the envoys, ambassadors who work on behalf of our country. So, to promote peace, order and to maintain some type of situations which will enhance the development of the country, that almost all done by the diplomat. So, such like people have a chance to get the exceptions, some grants, some exemptions from the state and its authority. This is the aspect of the universality. And now we are going to discuss about preeminence. What is preeminence? Preeminence is nothing but preeminent. It is nothing but preeminent. You know that, I think you know the meaning of the word preeminent. That is not temporary. That means the organization which is executing the power of sovereignty, that is always preeminent. That is always preeminent. No longer it may not be taken away by the other organization. You know that in our last classes we discussed that in a country state is always a permanent organization, but in case of government it is going to keep on changing. So what we said, that government is a temporary organization, state is a permanent organization. That means the power of sovereignty which is lies in the hands of the state is always temporary. Just whenever there are elections are going to be taken place, there will be change in the government, persons, people are going to be changed, but not the concept of the sovereignty. So that only the famous political scientist Gardner said that personal change in the government, not a break in the continuity of the state. There is no question of a break. State is going to be continued always. Just there is a change in the government. So the sovereignty's most important characteristic feature is the permanence or permanent. And the next aspect is the inalienability. Pronounce it very clearly. Inalienability. Inalienability means not transferable. Not transferable. That means the concept of sovereignty never be transferable. If the state is going to transfer its power of sovereignty to another organization, it become going to be destructed. The state no longer be called as a state whenever it is going to be transferred its power of sovereignty. In this way, any organization which holds the aspect of sovereignty never ready to transfer. Whenever it is going to transfer, such sovereign will lose the power of the sovereignty. This is the another important characteristic feature of the sovereignty. Next one, indivisibility. That means undivided. Sovereignty is always undivided. That means the power of sovereignty cannot be divided among the organizations. That should be whole or centralized by the organization state only. Whenever it is going to be divided, that become part among the organs, so that the state will lose the power of sovereignty. This is the aspect of the indivisibility of sovereignty. But in our modern countries, if we may see in that, our modern countries are all federal countries. Federal countries means what? The powers always divided between the central government and state government. That means here the powers are going to be divided. In this way, the modern political scientists always oppose the concept of the indivisibility. So there is a criticism is there regarding all these aspects. There is a appreciation, supports are also there. Just we try to understand and leave it like that only. This is a primary concepts of political science. So listen carefully, try to understand. There is a 5 marks question is also there. Briefly explain the characteristics of sovereignty. You should write these headings and you have to explain in this manner. If you have any doubt, just please post it through WhatsApp. I will answer you. In our next video, we will start another concept. These 2 videos only regarding about the meaning of sovereignty and characteristic features of sovereignty. Okay, thank you. Bye. Take care.